You are a product of of the choices that you make in life. Let's look at it very well. What is the choices? Choices is a mindset that you build over the years. The people call it a stronghold. When you enter into something, it grew from somewhere. And as time goes on, it becomes a part of you. It becomes a stronghold. So you are a product of the choices that you make over the times of your life. And also product. A product is a finished commodity. You know, when something is packaged and had been packaged and is ready to go to the market, it's a product. You know, what I mean. So the choices that you make in life can make you or admire you. So we encourage people to make better choices that will give them a comfortable life in the life that they are living. You see, no one on this earth has a choice to want to be created. You are created as a free moral agent by God Himself. You see, it's not a choice. You didn't have a choice in the matter in this life that God has given to you. You just find yourself, you are living. It's a privilege. So, and you don't have a choice in whatever country God has placed you. Some are placed in America, some are placed in Europe, some are placed in Africa. You know, when we were growing up as little children those days, during the apartheid period, you know what I'm saying, in South Africa, there's discrimination between blacks and whites. Those days, you see that people, detest their color. You know, people will be telling you, I want to be white. That was what was obtainable in our days at that time because of, superiority over the skin color. You know, so no one took a choice of what color you want to be made. God made you either white or black. I remember that song that Michael Jackson sang. Say, I'm neither black nor white, neither black or white. Something like that. There's always sang that song, black or white. You know what I mean? So you don't have a choice in whatever color you are created to be as a human being. But Mali said, black and white, black or white, we are one people. You know, so we are one people. You don't have a choice over the color or race that you find yourself. That is up to God that has created you for who you are. So you learn how to appreciate it. You don't have a say in it. But what I'm trying to say here is that the power of choice is either in your character or in decisions you have taken that makes you, a complete human. You know, as humans, whatever decisions we take in life can either make us or mar us. Let's look at this critically from a marriage point. You see, when God created you, God is the one that is the originator, and He ordained marriage and originated it, and He has the blueprints. What am I trying to say? For you to get married, you must find somebody that is your missing rib. When God created Adam, you know that Adam was not alone, but he was lonely. You know, so he was not alone, but he was lonely. He needs someone like him. The animals, the garden and everything was there to keep him company and everything, but he was lonely. He needs someone to look like him, someone he can relate with, someone he can parley with, someone he can, run around with, someone that can, he can see like himself. So God decided to create for him a companion, a helpmate in the person of Eve. He didn't have a choice, but God saw it. But God caused Adam to go to sleep and took from his rib and made the woman. And she was called Eve. Eve, the meaning of Eve means that he was drawn out of Adam. You know, something like woman, and she was called woman. Woman, she was drawn out of the man. So Adam has no choice in that. So I'm talking about the issue of marriage right now. When God created you, He has, ordained you for one woman. There's a missing rib out there that you must meet. You know, so when you don't meet that missing rib, you're not complete. So the truth of the matter is that you have a big role to play in the choices that you make. So for all, God has already finished His work in your life. See, everything about life is that when God created you and put it in the world, He has finished His work of creation. You are just playing the tape of your life out. So what am I trying to say is that, in essence, there's a woman that God has created for you. You understand what I mean? You don't have a choice. If left alone, what I'm trying to say in essence is that in this life, There's a script that God has written about your life. God is the originator of your life and the finisher. He's wrote a script about how beautiful your life will be. And left alone, everyone also has written a script. There's a way you want to live your life. You understand what I mean? Different from the script that God has written. Let me just use myself as an example right now. Well, while growing up as a little boy, I have this flame that I always want to marry an American woman. American woman, that's what I said. But I end up marrying a Nigerian. So left alone, well, I have to fit into what God has planned for me. I don't have a choice in this. You understand what I mean? If I follow the script I've written about my life, wanting to marry a white woman, I want to raise half caste, then I will not be in the game plan and the destiny that God has designed for me as a human being today. You understand what I mean? So I have to drop that script written about myself and embrace the scripts that God wrote about my life. So which means I have a choice to follow God in choosing His blueprint for my life as concerning marriage, or have a plan, I have a desire, or have a choice to follow marrying who I want to marry. So today I end up marrying a black woman, a Nigerian woman, and I'm happy about that. And I'm fulfilled in ministry. That's helping me. Maybe if I married that white woman, I wouldn't have been, able to get to this level of life that I find myself today, because I know who I'm talking about. I've gone through the ups and downs of life. So what I'm trying to say is that there's always a script written about your life by the devil. So whatever choice you allow to play in your life has a way of moving your life to the next level. In the best of where God is taking you to, or you are heading for destruction. So some people have married the wrong person and they've headed to destruction, and they never get fulfilled maritally and spiritually, and as far as the call of God upon their life is concerned. We have seen pastors that married the wrong woman and they end up not fulfilling ministry. I heard a man of God that said, a very great man of God, I don't want to mention him, he said he married his wife, and when he married her, the woman gave him turbulence. That was his choice. What I'm trying to say, your choice also could look as if it's not your choice. Your choice in God could look as if it's not your choice based on where God is taking you to. What we are saying in essence is that in this life, there will be trials and tribulation, even when you follow the choice of God for your life. But what we're saying is that following the choice of God in your life will lead you to where God is taking you to. But if you are out of the picture of the choice that for your life that God wants you to follow, you miss the whole blueprint of where God is taking you to. So making choices in life has a way of affecting us positively or negatively. Let me take us back to the Bible time. Let's look at Samson. Samson in the Bible. During his own time, as a young man, the Philistines were troubleshooters to the Israelites, and God raised Samson as a superman. And his weakness, your weakness could also be the choices you make could be a weakness that will make you or mar you. So be careful the choices you make. It can make you or mar you. So Samson chose to go after wind. And we all know that because of that choice he made, he was not able to fulfill his ministry according to how God has planned it. So our choices in life has a way of affecting us. So I encourage us, please be mindful of the choices that you make in this life. Make choices that is tailored according to the will and the purpose for your life. Don't make choices according to what pleases the world. Because you are created in the image and the likeness of God, going somewhere to happen for God. So be careful of the choices that you make. They have a way of making you or destroying you.